popping. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out. Coops for a season, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin'. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip. Little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Come on now. Hey, 15. Go ahead, baby. Go. I don't need to.
On first down, Mahomes. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
He's coming.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Yard line. Off of play action, Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Love. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Jets.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Darnold going to keep this himself. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, 43, 15. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Quinnen Williams.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get off the easy. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down right at the
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 53 at the mic. Attack. Focus, defense.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
40's the mic. Watch the backer.
Working from the gun, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, and maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, we're dry. Now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
On 2nd and 15 now. Darnold will look underneath here for Love. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Willis able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Fourth down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. This is Love. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Darnold from the gun. Able to connect with Mims. 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, 81 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Score Jets 28, Chiefs nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 47-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in, and it's in sync with his quarterback. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Nice, sweetheart. Attack. 53 is the Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Mahomes to throw once more. Gets this one to Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the 50, it's Darnold. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 40. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 15.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line.
With the score,
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run again with Love on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold over the middle, complete. That's Love.
Darnold.
5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move, man. 24.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Got a man, it's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quez Watkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. And to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taking
He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. We ain't giving up nothing today.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Play action. It's Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll run with Love. And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Decision on getting the punt team out there, and they're going to get a delay. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down. Defensively, with this lead in the fourth quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Number 27.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. It's a party now. Kill.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. 40's the mic. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. Newman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
What we got? Mike 40, check.
Now a give, right side. It's Newman. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. He was pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Check. 53 Mike. Check. 53.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Love. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. It, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And they take a knee.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jets, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Miami next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.